Oh man, that. Anyway, people, YOLO, back again. Bottom Blitz says, you hear the title, you see the title of the video, freaking wow. But you see the title of the video, medical informing. Yes, two different kinds of topics that's totally out of each other's field. It's completely out of each other's field. I'm getting hit with that brainwash again. Bullcrap. Yes, coincidence, medical. If you're being brainwashed and or feel like you're being changed, minor side effect is second guessing. Most people don't second guess themselves. Actually, take that back. When most people are committed to something, they don't second guess themselves. And I have never second guessed anything that I've ever done unless brainwash. But anyway, off the subject of that, medical informing. I don't second guess myself anyway. It's just that my body is rejected me. Like literally, my ulcers and freaking tendonitis and freaking body parts and stuff smacking planets apart. My body wants to. I'm gonna save that. Anyway, um, as in the medical terms, there are plants and there are dangerous. We're gonna talk about those plants, fruits, vegetables, as well as um, moss, mold, fungus, bacteria that are beneficial as in form of medicine. Yes, they are beneficial as medicine or medical wise. And that's by the stage of control by the local area. When I say area, I mean government. Like you're not supposed to be growing opium. The only way to grow opium legally is to have a permit to do so. It must be used for your own self. And you must go do so much stuff to do that. But no one should be growing opium in the first place, as my opinion. And in fact, you shouldn't be growing opium in the first place, because if you're in that much pain, then you don't need to be growing your own opium because you have to know a lot of other stuff, but whatever, morphine and all that stuff. But as in keeping bugs off, material wise, you can tell if a bug or a critter or animal likes something due to the history of it eating it. For me, my location is Alaska. That's the location I'm at. But so I just need to find what plants that are not native, what pesticide that are not native, what materials that are not native to the area. As in forming wise, I not many bugs eat onions, which is why I'm eating the life out of it, just in case. I used to eat like 18 of these a day way back when I was a kid. That's probably why I never really got sick that much, but whatever. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Totally hitting me down to the ground. But anyway, um, like not many bugs eat cloves. There are very few bugs that eat cloves, mustard seeds, tomatoes, leaves, and not tomato itself. There are very few that like spicy food or herb spices. Some spices, there are some bugs we eat because it hasn't been processed in the manner that it becomes spicy. But once you process this, not many bugs eat that. And this is just like as in where to grow and what to grow and how to grow it. Most not many bugs like sugar, but at the same time, most bugs does like sugar. At the same time, not many animals and all that stuff. Sometimes it's best to grow your stuff next to stuff that many animals wouldn't like, or sometimes it's best to arrange them in a pattern where it grows near something where it wouldn't like due to the set and the air of it, or normally people don't like having pesticide, herbicides, fumigations, or insecticides and all that stuff sprayed on their foods and stuff or plants. But organic nowadays are not really organic. Have you ever seen a natural banana in a store? I haven't. Or it's all organic grown. It's not organic. It's GMO. But congrats. Or like way back when I was a weeaboo, like I had one apple. I want to see how long it lasted, and it lasted about 6 months before it started rotting. I don't know if it was a GMO or not. It said organic or natural grown, but the apples nowadays do not even last more than about what, a month, or actually no, 2 weeks. That's even with the best of conditions, because red apples don't last as long as green apples. Green apples are probably the one that I've seen that last the most amongst all the apples, like yellow and all that stuff. It's the same thing with bananas and all that stuff. Usually, I can keep a banana around without doing things to it for about, I don't know, a good a month and 2 weeks. But nowadays, banana won't make it past 3 weeks. Actually, 1 week. I know, right? What I'm saying in that term, as spraying pesticide on it, there are natural things you can do to keep bugs off of it. Natural process you can do. There are certain pesticides that, like I said, not many animals will like, or bugs or insects and stuff like that. The same thing with medical wise with that. Um, as you spray your stuff without a natural herbicides, that can affect certain medical properties of it. Yeah, I'm doing this a lot because A, it's onion. B, my ulcers are going crazy for doing a lot of activity. Usually, I just do like a 6, 7 hour workout. I meditate for a good 7 hours while still getting brainwashed, and read a book for like good 3 or 4 hours. And then after that, I want to do the cycle again, and play the game, and read more books, do my stuff. But, that's just me. But now my schedule's been thrown out. I haven't meditated for over about, I haven't meditated. Usually I'm supposed to be meditating doing one about a good 30 hours. Actually, supposed to be a good 2 months of meditation, deep, deep, deep meditation. I can't even do that. I haven't done that since I was a kid, honestly. I was supposed to be about a good 9 months at the moment of time of meditating, but I haven't done that in a while. You don't want to meditate and have douchebag outside brainwashing you. It's like falling asleep with freaking um people trying to put headphones on your ear and while you sleep and just hit you with that freaking indoctrination on you. Except it's me. Except I know myself very well. So brainwash is another video. But in terms of farming and medical wise, it depends on your area. Certain areas don't allow you to grow outside, even if it's your property, which is I'm surprised. Like I looked up rainwater laws because I collect rainwater without looking at the laws to begin with. Anyway, wink. Tell me not to collect rainwater. I never had any legal problem with it, but like Vegas, you can't collect rainwater, and I lived there for a while. In California, you can't collect rainwater without permission. I lived there for when I did it, but it wasn't illegal in my area, which I didn't even know if it was legal or illegal or not. And then I saw something on about a business and an individual getting arrested. Another individual getting arrested for trying to collect rainwater, and then the state California said it's everybody's rainwater. You are not allowed to collect the rainwater for your personal uses, even though it's rain. And then like, first of all, no one can own rain. And then it was a back and forth in courts with it was like 10 court cases. Actually, it was more than 10 court cases about people collecting rainwater. It's actually over 100. And then some law came out like if you're doing rainwater for business wise, you have to pay taxes. Duh, who wouldn't know that? And then if you collect rainwater as an individual homeowner or personal usage, um, there's no law saying they can't do that, but they said it's a law you can't do that, which I'm still totally confused about. I'm not confused about it because it's bullcrap, but the argument is if you collect rainwater, it will ruin the people downstream for you. And like we live in flat plains, it's Vegas. How can we not collect rainwater? How did downstream get to anyone? Or California? Heck, heard, I did research on another incident about someone else. The reason why I'm bringing that up as in rainwater forming medical wise is that, hey, you gotta be careful where you want to grow, what you want to grow and stuff, where you at, blah, blah, blah. Because even if it's not illegal, it could become illegal just because people can. Yeah, I know. So I call up here. Is it illegal to collect rainwater? We never heard that before. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Are you sure? We never heard that before. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Are you sure? We never heard that before, sir. Okay, sir. Can I collect rainwater for personally? You're not doing a business? Of course not doing a business. Okay, you go ahead. It's gonna be so much about it, so much a year. How much is much? We never had this question before. When I eventually I will go to them and talk to them about that. It will be a long list of questions. A long, long list of questions because this is a setup, but I'm just saying. I'm having a blast. I'm not having a blast because it's boring, but I'm having a major blast. Get it? Blast. Anyway, be careful you want to grow. Like I grew basil, rosemary, lime, and freaking mini onions in an apartment before, and the same location, was state before because this is the same location when I first got sent to an institution. But because I suppose the douche, because I called the police on the douchebags upstairs. It's like, oh no, they were arguing loud, and I just got off of work. Literally just got off work, and I was not trying to hear it. No one in the complex would say I said it. It's hard to say. It was like a lot of people in there, and no, they were not Latino. It was like one black guy coupled with an old white female. It was like brown guy. That skin, black people are actually brown. There's no black person on the planet all white unless you're albino or a vampire. You know how it goes. But it was one brown guy and an old Caucasian female who was a couple, and like suppose her family or someone else. I don't know. It was like a bunch of people that over the time lived it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not dealing with this. I called the landlord. She didn't do anything. I called another landlord. He didn't do anything. So I called the police. They did something, and apparently he still wouldn't keep it down. So I suppose sometime after that, police got called to me for whatever reason. I don't know why, but they came, just knock on my door and say, "Hey, we heard you being loud. I just got here." Like it's a scam. Anyway, this police said, "I'm coming in, check your location." I said, "If you want to come in, you can introduce yourself to that floor. Just go ahead and do it." You know, blah blah blah. They tried to come in and almost got uppercutted straight into deletion. I said almost for a reason because I was gonna need a douchebag bite on me. I have ways around that bullcrap. But came and said, "What you growing in your window?" And I pushed the douchebag out. Don't worry about it. Then blah blah blah. Whole process. A lot of stuff happened. Blah blah blah. A lot of stuff happened. And oh, it's just basil and rosemary. You're not supposed to grow this. Prove it. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. I said prove it. You can't show me. I can't find it. You can't find it unless you can certainly all now find it. Cause I definitely look ahead of time just in case this crap would happen. Because it's not my first time experiencing it. First time, I literally punched the police officer in the throat and just ended up on the spot. And I didn't even go to jail for it. Congrats. Yes, fun stuff. Over time, blah blah blah, blah 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 happened again. I moved out of that apartment into another apartment. Same bullcrap happened again. Yeah, fun stuff. I know that. And then when I went out of state that time, moved to another state, lived in a house now because I was working homeless, sleeping in a shelter or streets. I took my chance with streets. That way, if anyone run up me, I can just straight kill them. If I go in a shelter, I can straight kill them. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Both same, both way. Anyway, when I finally got in the house, the same thing happened. I guess that guy must have been that freaking Target bullcrap. He must have been a Target something. I don't know. He must not be on the 18. Apparently, they didn't know I was when they tried to do that crap with him. Like, oh, really? You want to start calling out laws? Let's call out laws. Fun stuff. We're just going back and forth with laws and laws and laws and laws and stuff. And like, point the middle finger. Come in, you die. Don't come in, you will die. Don't do get off, you will die. No matter what, you're going to die anyway for wasting my time. Because A, that was when I was going to school. B, someone hit my car before that, so I was already in a bad mood. And C, douchebag pulled something illegal. Police, my a-hole. You get police straight into the grave. But anyway, I know that other guys apparently said that something about, well, because I was staying with him and his freaking girlfriend. They kissed, and in exchange for me, he was one of my work people that I worked under in another job. I worked up there, and I taught him how to do a huge amount of stuff. So, in exchange for me to teaching him more stuff and fixing his house up and doing the stuff he's too afraid of doing or anything they want to do, I can stay with them and pay a quarter or half of the rent, or help him pay the stuff off, or help him and his wife pay the stuff off, whatever. I said, okay, let's do it. You sure you're not probably going to stranger house? I had no problem at all. Yes, whatever. So then I keep my door locked and barricaded. That's why I always say that. That's back way back when. But anyway, you know. Anyway, he must not be on an 18. Like I said before, reason I'm saying medical informing stuff because even if you can grow it, even if you can grow it, even if it's not illegal, some douchebag gonna make a good argument out of it. The whole thing says, can you prove it? The best the best thing to do is go around them. If you have a problem with police in the city, call police in another city. If you can hack to the balls like I am, just hack to them. What the worst they gonna do? Get a warrant? What the worst they gonna do? Get a warrant for me? I can just kill everyone in the city, own the entire state, and go to Supreme Court. Or really now? I got something to say. But anyway, that's just me saying that. You take my word for it. Find out yourself. Like the whole planet, you know. Honestly, if just to find out yourself, if something on the inside says something otherwise, that's why I ask the same question to like a billion people. Apparently, people don't know that. I tell you, oh, you're gonna ask the same question? Yes. Why are you asking the same question? I want to see if I get a different answer. That's why I'm asking the same question, and I will ask it over and over. Some pricks try to do that to me up here as well. Many of them, especially when I go to stores and gun stores and stuff like that. I'm like, you didn't even do that. What are you talking about? You asked me the same question. No, you didn't. You asked me this like 2 or 3 months ago. Why are you asking me the same question now? I don't see if I gave a different answer. No, you're not. You're trying to copy me. But anyway, back to the subject at hand. Um, when trying to do medical forming, we do medical forming like herbal medicine or pill medicine or what they call it, stuff like that. Certain states won't allow you about gel pills. Certain states won't allow you to make hardened pills. It's hard to say. Just look it up. But anyway, I'm out.